I'm going to finish this and start it again, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I've gone with this view for some reason. I have no idea why. Now it's going to be hard to set my camera. Hang on, give me a second. Hey, dog. Hey, dog, is that up the right way, that screen? Yeah, you can't stay. Okay. All right. Well, it's all good, man. Ah! This was not well planned. All right, I'm going to sit here because that's stable. I might even sit on the ground. Hello. Okay, we're in for live and interactive crypto chat. What I'm going to do is just going to quickly post on Steemit. I did try putting out a tweet, but I don't think I've got any followers. I don't know how to check that. So I'm Fish Beach Bum Investor, I think. At Fish Beach Bum Investor. Hey, Pete, what's up? I'm just about to go through cryptocurrency chat if you're interested. Just going to load it up on Steemit quickly. Hello, Universal Vibes. I got your get well wishes. Thank you for that. I think it was you that left it. I sold CHC. First question off the rack. No, I haven't sold CHC. I don't sell at losses. That's my golden rule. So no, I haven't done that. Very bad connection. I wonder why that is. I guess see this movie towards privacy coins is giving PIVX a nice bump. Let me just get the chat up here, and we'll go from there. I'm sorry I've got it in this view today. I don't know what happened. I tried to load it up. My phone's playing up. Just give me a sec. I'll load this up on Steemit, get a few of the people from there over. Whoop. Post. Cool. Alright, so yeah, here to talk crypto today. I'm just going to get the live chat up here so I can actually get what's going on. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Connection is perfect on your end. Good. Okay, cool. So we had a couple of coins we wanted to have a look at. I have been sick, so I haven't looked at all of them. But what I did have a look at is ElasticCoin, XEL, on the trading charts. So it's an interesting prospect. I've got a couple of different points of view on that one. So I'll bring you the research I've done. Basically, it is a coin that is another attempt to generate a supercomputer. So ElasticCoin's very, very interesting. Got me some PIVX earlier, moving up steady. Yeah. No, obviously I'm stoked. Let's just quickly run over the market, actually. That's a really good point, Universal TV. I've had some, for those who have been following me, you guys know what I've bought. So you know I've had monster gains on a couple. So let's check them out. Feeling pretty good. XEL is a cool coin. I've got mixed opinions. I'll bring you some research in a second. Hang around, Universal Vibes. It's really interesting. I agree. If you don't hold long term, you're going to miss more opportunities than you make by day trading. I agree. But let's just get onto a quick market check. So yeah, Bitcoin's steady, 4,339. Ethereum 336. So lots of good gains there. Dash is cruising along, 386. I hadn't seen that one. That popped out of nowhere. That's obviously good for PIVX as well, proving the masternode and staking concept. So we're happy to see Dash doing well as well. Litecoin's up, $51.70. Monero, 137.66. I've still got a bit left, so I've got those gains going. But once again, I took profit a bit aggressively on those. But you know, I put it into other coins that have gained well as well. So I'm not disappointed. That's for sure. Lisk, $6.10. 3 days ago we were talking about $2.60 being a good buy. If you go back and watch the video from, I think it's 2 or 3 days ago, I said 80,000 support. Go and have a look at the chart. That was when we were speaking live. That was the last chance you got it to get it that cheap. That was it. We were talking live about it. I said 80,888. It's sitting on now. That's settling on that round figure. Let's hope it finds support there. Now, I think from memory that was around $2, high $2, but still, we're up to $6 now, $6.10. I bought it at $2 and $2.60 I ploughed in again. So I'm stoked with my returns on Lisk. I've sold a little bit now, and I've put a bit back on the buy wall to try and get it cheaper. And if it doesn't matter. I'll find somewhere else for it, you know. That's what I do with my strategies there. I haven't taken a lot off the table. I quite like Lisk. I said that for a long time. So I'm not going to rush to sell out. Like I did with Neo. Speaking of Neo, 38.82, so it has retraced slightly actually. So I am waiting for a significant retracement if I'm to get back into Neo. I'm talking $25. I'm not talking 35. I want to see a significant retracement. Career into house with Monero. Yeah, so Monero's killing it. It's Korean money, is it? Universal Vibes. I didn't actually check the trade volumes, but that doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of Korean money coming into the coins, full stop. But yeah, that's a good pickup. Yeah, so getting... I'll just have a look at PIVX as well, obviously. Oh, Steam. I've made good gains on Steam. $1.49. Yep, okay, thanks Universal Vibes. Thanks for confirming that. So trade volumes out of Korea, one to watch there for everyone. Yeah, so Steam's up at $1.49, 10% gains in the last 24 hours. That's good stuff. Pretty happy with that because I've obviously got some Steam from blogging over there, and I bought some as well. So looking good, looking good. Lots of really good gains. It's a really nice Factum. We spoke about that one. I said it days ago. I said it's the most boring coin in the world, but it's great tech. So stoked. Yeah, my account's done very, very well over the last 72 hours. And I hope you've all got on board with some of these great investments. Getting down to PIVX, number 47, over $3. Thank you very much. $3.02 at the moment. I have seen it as high as $3.20. I think it was $3.20 around that mark. So yeah, stoked with the gains on PIVX there. I've actually got buy orders set. I can tell you where they are if you like. I'll just go onto them. PIVX. Just checking. I did actually sell out some, like bang on the high. I nailed it. It's not that hard. It's psychological figures pretty much every time. So if you pick like psychological figures, you almost always get a dip off it and you can buy it back. It's dipping now actually, so you know, I'll tell you where my buy orders are set at the moment. I've got 66,501 being my highest buy order, and then I scale down after that. So I've got them as low as 54,000. So if it did drop that low, I stack in pretty hard. I'm just going to catch up on that last comment. Sorry about that. Here we go, heaps of them. Steam, Golem, BitShares, your thoughts? Well, Steam I love because I'm a blogger over there. I don't do it much anymore because I get more response from my videos than my writing. Poor writer, I guess. But I do love the platform Steam. So yeah, happy to recommend that one. We've been as high as $1.80, I believe, for Steam itself in history. Maybe up even pushing that $2 mark. I just remember it, so I haven't checked on that. I think we just checked at $1.49, so I still see that as really, really cheap buying. Like long term, this could be what, a $5 billion, $6 billion company? Surely it can be as big as Reddit. That's my opinion. So yeah, I think it's great buying. Still is, even with the significant gains, 20% up in the last 24 hours. So yeah, I think it's good buying. BitShares, I've got a bit. Steam will make Facebook redundant eventually. Universal Vibes, I pitched that same theory about 3 months ago. I agree, man. Facebook is, let's face facts, it's filled with people wanting to tear you down, for starters. It's I'm sorry, but it's teenagers with pouting lips taking selfies doing absolutely nothing with their lives and getting 50,000 likes for it. Sorry, rant. But that's my opinion, so I prefer Steam. Much more informative, collaborative. It's such a good project. I love it. So yeah, I'm over at Steam. I'm the Beach Bum Investor. Oh, check it. I'll get my Steam account up. Because we just had it. I think I'm Fish, the Beach Bum Investor, or Beach Bum... No, I'm at Beach Bum Investor. That's me over at Steam. So yeah, I like the platform. I'm earning money just by simulcasting my blogs, my video blogs, so that's pretty cool. Not a lot, but you know, just keep chipping away. Yeah, so I like Steam. BitShares I haven't got a huge opinion on at the moment. I got some early on. I can't really remember the research I did on that led me to it. So let me rest on that one for today. Let's get on to the one I did have a look at, which was ElasticCoin. ElasticCoin's a interesting one. It's another supercomputer. I actually, guys, the Russian version of Steam it has even more event. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have a look into it. Golis. Let me get my pen and write that one on the board of things to look at. Golis. We'll have a look at that one. Thanks for that. Golis. Cool. On the board. Ready to research. So we'll have a look at that one for sure. I haven't had a look at it before. I don't speak Russian either, so that might be difficult for me, but I'll give it a look for sure. So back to ElasticCoin. The economy is 1 billion eventually. The coins. I think I can't remember how much being mined at the moment. It wasn't alarming, the amount of inflation to come on that coin, so I wasn't too worried about that. What I was concerned about, I actually loved it. I loved it, and I went and bought some. So there you go. I've bought some. I've got some, even though I don't really like it now. I only bought a little bit, as I do before I do all my research, but when I initially checked it out, I loved it. I thought it looked really cool. But I just want to read you some comments. I was speaking to a dev this morning. I'm not going to tell you from where or which company, but his personal thoughts on decentralized supercomputers in general. I just want to read you the convo. I'll just find it here. Sorry about that. I didn't have this organised. I just thought to read it to you. Okay, so I just sort of asked him a few questions because, as you guys know, I don't know a lot about computing. And so he said, decentralized supercomputers are a nonsensical project. And I said, can I ask why? He said, computing power doesn't cost anything. I said, interesting. He said, maintaining the network and developing the software will result in superior expense. I said, okay, rather than a single server farm. Mind you, he said, yeah, mind you, it will rise, it will fall, and it shall be manipulated. That's his opinion, by the way, I'm just reading it. He said, but the underlying project is nonsensical. So that was about it. That's about all he had to say in that little interview with him. So I'd love to hear all your thoughts on ElasticCoin, because I did actually pick some up. Has anyone, I know there's only 3 of us on the chat at the moment, but has anyone got any thoughts on ElasticCoin as an investment going forward? I actually really liked it until I spoke to that dev, and he said, well, supercomputing decentralized is not going to work. Expenses are going to be more in developing the software. Well, you heard the conversation. Now, he knows computers a lot better than I do, so I have to take his word for it. Plus, I trust him because I've worked with him before. So if anyone's got any thoughts, if not, we'll move on to another coin. I just promised to do some research on that, so one of the followers will no doubt check in when he's awake, so he can watch it a bit later on. So we can move on if you like, if anyone's got any more coins they'd like to discuss. Nope. All right, cool. There's a few boys downstairs actually getting ready for the different strokes for different folks. Yep, that's it. There's a few boys downstairs actually waiting for the fight, the Floyd Mayweather fight. So we're gonna probably watch that. So I might check out a bit early today if no one's got any coins to discuss. That's fine. I can tell you we're very happy over at PIVX, obviously, with the growth we've seen. I think our market cap has increased by 50 million in the last sort of 48 hours. Let me just check it now. PIVX. Yeah, we're sitting flat bang on $3 at the moment on Bittrex, so really happy with that growth. Obviously, they're happy with Lisk and all the coins we've been talking about. Why don't I have a quick look at Vertcoin as well? I did actually go and pick some of this up. I picked it up a bit high. I didn't pick up a lot, so I wasn't worried about overpaying for it. I just said, you know what, I'm going to stick it in there and whatever. I'll just sit on it forever. Sometimes good to follow gut instinct after initial research. Yeah, I actually agree. And that's why I bought Universal Vibes. I actually, as I said, I got some Elastic and I bought it straight away because I've done that before with Vertcoin where I did the research initially and I liked it, but I held off. And it cost me big time. So I've just bought some Vertcoin. Let's go and check that out. See how that's sitting. It looks even for the day according to Bittrex, 0% gains. So not up, not down at this stage. Let's see what Satoshi price it's sitting at. I can tell you where I bought it this morning. I made some mistakes. I know I did. Actually, Vertcoin's got a nice looking shape to it coming off a bit of a low. So if anyone's interested, it might be a good time. It's sitting at 92 cents is the bid. 94 cents being the asking price. And in Satoshi, that's 21,089 being the bid. And 21,538 being the asking price. Last sale price was 21,309. So let's see how I went. I think I picked this up way too high. As I said, when I'm thinking long term, I don't necessarily go really, really cheap and try and buy 10% off market price and just set buy orders. I wanted to get in on Vertcoin. I can see a good future for it. So yeah, I'll just have a look at my buy orders here. Yeah, I bought too high, so I'm in a loss at the moment. I bought at 22,000. 22,000. Where did I buy? 22,001, as I often do. So I thought 22,000 might offer support at the time, and it did initially by the looks of the chart. Yeah, it did. Yep. And then, no, it didn't. So we're getting back up towards that 22,000 figure now, so I'm not far away from breaking even again. I think long term it is a good coin. There's a lot of chatter around it. I do like it as a proof of work coin. It seems much simpler and fairer than Bitcoin, if you ask me. It's got more features than Litecoin. I like it a lot. I really do. So I didn't buy a whole lot this morning. I just had some profits from other coins selling, and you just, as long as you're constantly selling at a high, you can always recycle it either back into the same coin if it's dipped since the sell, or into another coin. So that's all I've done. And I can't even remember what I took profits on. I'd have to go and check my sell order books. Yo-yo marketing, anything possible with price for sure. And that's why you've got to have those jackpot sell orders universal, if you agree with me, and the jackpot buy orders as well. So if you're watching the markets a lot, you should know the basic range of the coins. So you know when you're getting jackpot prices, you know when you're getting good sells. So you go out there and you set a couple as jackpots, and even use those LTC trades on places like Cryptopia and Doge trades and things like that. Because you do pick up a fair bit with people not doing the calculations correctly. So, yeah, my advice is always, thanks Universal Vibes. Yeah, it's just a good strategy. The number of times I hit it and I go, seriously? It ran up that much with the pump, and then like within half an hour, boom, I just buy it back again. Or like 10%, 20% more sometimes. Like for less price, I just buy more coins. I'm just accumulating, that's all I'm doing. So I don't set, I'm trying never to set as much, like I've been burnt too many times by getting really aggressive with my profit taking. So I don't do that anymore. Like a maximum I take off the table is like 50% of an investment if I've had really big run-ups. Because even with Lisk, with tripling my money, I've taken 20% of the, 25%, I beg your pardon, off the table. So I'm trying to buy it back, but I've got to be responsible now and hope. It's as funny as it seems, for my strategy is now I've got to hope it dips, because I've got my buy order set, I'm ready to go, ready to pick those coins back up and more. So yeah, exactly, Universal Vibes. It is a massive learning curve, but I find the crypto space cuts it down better than fiats or commodities, because it moves so quickly, it cuts that learning curve, you know what I mean? That's how I'm finding it anyway. I don't know if you agree or not, but yeah, so I love trading crypto. I've moved to it full time. I literally do not trade. I don't even know what the gold price is at the moment. I used to know that every single day. Go and check it. I mean, I've got gold and silver actually. I probably should be checking those things. But I've got physical gold and silver. I don't have, a bit of paper saying that gold and silver is mine, because I don't trust that actually as conspiracy theory as that might seem. Always good to take your initial investment and let the rest ride if need be. Yep. I like that, Universal Vibes TV. So if you get like a triple up, if you get a 3X, you take 30% off the table, bang. No matter what happens with that share price, coin price as we refer to it in this game, you are even, no matter what. That's cool. I don't mind that strategy. But for me, I've been a bit aggressive like that, and I just keep missing the buy orders on the way back down, and the sell orders high I sit, and I'm out of coins, which is good. I've made money, but big things soon to come with PMs. Can you? So I'm really bad with the abbreviated talk. I never got into texting or anything. I'm really old school. What's PMs mean, dude? Just wait for that answer. Keep it on the chat, see if I haven't missed anything else. Oh, following the... yeah, okay, physical markets. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I actually picked that quite a while ago. You remember when gold was around 1100? PM's precious metals. Yeah, I got you now. Do you remember when gold was around... I think it was around 1100. I just went, no way, it's got to be too cheap. Oh, that's a bummer. I was supposed to be shooting a video today. I just got a message from one of my guys and he said he's out sick today. So, not going to be shooting that video. I guess I'll just watch the fight. Oh well, that sucks. Yeah, so and silver was trading at $16 US an ounce from memory. That's when I stacked into it when I was trading and I made good money. I'm out of that game now. I make better money in cryptos. So I just trade cryptos now on my trading. I've got other investments in the real world, businesses and real estate and other garbage like that that's boring. So crypto's exciting for me. I enjoy it. Yeah, so no, I haven't been following the precious metals market lately. You know, one interesting. Let's cross it over with crypto. I got into one at ICO called ZRCoin, and what they're doing there is synthesizing zirconium, which is really interesting to me. What I could do now is actually I'll get onto one of my trading platforms and look at the price of zirconium as an actual commodity. But it was a really interesting product because a project, because what they were aiming to do was basically take the zirconium from landfill, from scrap computers and things like that. I'm just going to try and remember what I actually used to... TradingView? Yeah, that's what it is called. I'll see if I can find the zirconium price on there for you. But ZRCoin was interesting to me because real estate would be a lot cheaper with paper currency crashes. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about selling my house. I've made such good gains here in the last 5 years. It's been ridiculous growth in Australia. Like you can't save money that quick. So yeah, I've done very well in the real estate market just by buying my own house, and I'm honestly thinking, well, I might sell, because the Australian market is hot, too hot almost. I'm worried. The Reserve Bank is going to have to start lifting interest rates soon. They've got to do it. We're at historical lows, and obviously if they're going to start raising interest rates, a lot of people have borrowed and not considered that fact that interest rates are going to have to go up. That's as simple as that. We're at historical lows ever. 1.5% is our cash rate. It's ridiculously low in Australia's history. So people are forgetting that. There's a lot of foreign investment money, and I think if the the Reserve Bank of Australia raises interest rates, which they're going to have to soon, I think a lot of people are going to struggle to afford their mortgages. It's my personal opinion, so we could be in a downward correction time for the market, which means I either look to keep this house for 20 years and ride out that correction, or I sell now and look to buy back when it's all cheaper. I'm still deciding. I love where I live. That's the problem. So for me, it doesn't matter if it crashes down. It's just nice to have this place. So yeah, real estate wise, I honestly believe the Australian market's probably a little hot at the moment. The average house price in Sydney is over $1 million now. Mortgage defaults are coming, I think, Universal Vibes TV in Australia. I don't want to be negative, but I just know how the system works. I know how much money I was offered to loan, as a loan. Too much. I don't want to be paying that much back. I bought a cheap house and it's gone up a lot because, I bought in a very good area, which is what I used to be in property development, so I've been trained on assessing markets. And for me, I think it's overvalued at the moment in most capital cities in Australia. That's for my personal opinion. So yeah, I was going to look up zirconium. Let me just see if I can find that for you, because I did stumble across that ZRCoin at zirconium. Can I find it on here? No, I can't. Look, I'll look it up later, but usual cryptos and metals to scoop up some bargains. Yeah, that's it, exactly. So I was just, I was thinking I've got a lot of equity in this house now because the market's gone so crazy since I bought. And I would never dump it all into cryptos, but I could definitely justify putting a little bit more in for sure if I sold the house. But I don't know. I'd only sell the house if I actually thought it was the top of the market and I thought I'd be able to buy something similar or better back at the same price or cheaper in 2 years if the market does correct. But I love living here, so I probably won't do that. Anyway, zirconium is a fairly rare commodity. What they're looking to do with ZRCoin is actually synthesize it, make it last longer. It's more environmentally friendly, and obviously the resource itself would be worth more if it's going to last longer than the organic zirconium, if you like. So I like the project. I haven't made or lost a lot of money on my ICO investment there. I just got the coin sitting in the wallet. It did have like this massive pump to seriously $12 a coin. I bought it at ICO at $1.55 a coin. Huge pump when it first came to market. And I would have sold out of some because that's just responsible. You've got to expect a dip if things do that. But I couldn't even figure out how to sell them. I couldn't figure out before the price reduction came which exchange they were able to be sold on. So I just left it. It's back down at like $1.35 last time I checked. Let me have a look for you. It's an interesting project. That's why I liked it. So yeah, ZRCoin. ZRCoin, here it is. Oh, I had a look at another one as well, but I won't talk about that one today because the person who asked me to look at it isn't it. Oh, it's gone up. Nice. Okay, so ZRCoin, since I hadn't checked it in a while. Like a lot of these, I just sit on them. I don't have any sell order set because that one for me was like environmentally friendly one, and I'm a bit of a greenie, to be honest. I believe we've got to do something about destroying the world. So for me, that the objective of this coin was more why I was investing than necessarily taking profit. So I was happy. I didn't put a whole lot of money into it. It was more like a donation. Good on ya. Go save the world. Synthesize that zirconium. That's all I was saying. So if that goes really well, I benefit for having that positivity behind a project that is aimed at a real world, assistance for the mess we've got this place into with the environment, the way we treat it environmentally. So yeah, ZRCoin $1.77 at the moment, trading at 40,794 satoshis. So yeah, stoked with that. So I've made $1.55 to $1. Let's call it 10%, a little more, probably 12% since ICO. So I've done well. That's good. Stoked. But that's long-term stuff for me. I haven't even set sell orders, so I really believe in that project. It's unique. And it's essentially just shares and a different way of marketing it through crypto instead of traditional avenues for raising money for venture capital. So, yeah, I was happy to invest in that as a venture capital person myself. So, had a crack. Doing well. Stoked. Monaco is another one I've done very well at because I just liked it. I had a crack. Had ICO. Not heaps of money, but, it's good. Like it. I don't know if I still like it. I've got to find my coins. I don't even know where they are. It's a funny one, that one. Yeah, so market cap's sitting at 156 billion, 156.6. That's actually, that's highs for me from memory. I only ever go off memory, I spot check. I start to build up those patterns in my head. That way it makes it easier for me. It just does. I know that it's not so much the Satoshi price. I've got to keep an eye on that, obviously, because I trade in Satoshi, but I'm always relating it back to dollars, obviously, and for me, Australian dollars, actually. I've got to do that calculation because for me, it's not, most of my stuff is done in Australian dollars. Even my staff I pay some people in Sri Lanka in Sri Lankan rupees, but most of it's in Australian dollars. So for me, I've always got to relate it back to Australian dollars and see how much I've made a loss. And we've had a big move up in the Australian dollar recently, up to 79 cents. I don't think it's going to go a whole lot higher. I think the Australian economy is in for some bad times, to be honest. So that sucks, but drives the dollar down, which makes my investments worth more relative to the Aussie dollar. So works for me, sort of. Hate to be rude. And it's good for our exporters as well. So it's not a bad thing if the Australian dollar goes down a bit. It's too high at the moment. We don't want it that high. 75 would be nice or less. 79's getting up there too much for us. Anyway, that's back to fiat trading, which no one's here for. So does anyone else... I'll just check the chat to see if anyone's come up with any coins. If not, we might call it an early day. Because... Ignis related to NXT and or ICO are still running in stages. Yeah, I had a look at some stuff today actually. With Adore as the platform, I'm sure it was, or the security. I can't remember. It was part of that. I was putting that together for another report, so I'll certainly have a look there. I'm just going to write those ones down so we can have a look at them because I don't really know them. Ignis, NXT. I'll get involved in those. I like involved in terms of researching them. Have a look at them. So yeah, Universal Vibes, thanks for all the contribution, keeping the chat going today. I'm going to check out early today because we've got the fight coming on now, so there's probably the early fights coming on for the Floyd Mayweather thing. So I don't really watch boxing that much anymore. I used to, but everyone wants to watch it, so Sunday here, why not? Yeah, so I'm going to check out early Universal Vibes TV. Thank you for joining in the conversation. Thank you all for sitting through it. We didn't cover much today, I'm well aware of that, but I have been busy, and I did at least bring you a little bit on Elastic, which I was asked to check out. So from my point of view, I actually loved Elastic. That was my first point of view. I went and bought some. Then I went and spoke to one of my developer friends, and he goes, nah, don't like it. Why do we need a decentralized supercomputer? It's going to cost more, blah, 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 blah. Watch the start of this video if you didn't get the thing, but I just thought that was important to bring you. So I actually liked it. I don't know a whole lot about computers though, so I went and spoke to a computer guy. He doesn't like it. So there's your balanced opinion on Elastic. You do what you want. I've got some, but I am going to set some sell orders on it because he's convinced me. He knows a lot, and I trust him. You're watching the preliminary fights. Yeah, cool. Have they started? I think they have, haven't they? The first fights were starting at like 11 a.m. Aussie time, Australian Eastern Standard Time, and it's 11:20. Why do we need Bitcoin? Because we respect our elders, Universal Vibes TV. And that's the only reason. Oh, did he say it? Yes, he did. No, look, I like Bitcoin as a store of wealth. I think they've got to stop playing the we're going to be a currency game because they're losing that game. Act as a store of wealth, guys. Be sensible about it. That's my advice to the $70 billion market cap Bitcoin. There you go. Getting cheeky now, aren't I? Yeah, so... yeah, I agree. Why do we need Bitcoin? Well, we do. Just out of respect, if nothing else. Store of wealth, it can act as the digital gold. That's the way I see it. If you like your precious metals, Universal Vibes TV, sorry. If you like your precious metals, why not have a digital precious metal in Bitcoin as just a store of wealth? I mean, you have a look at it. It is what we use to store back to wealth. Oh, tongue in cheek. Yeah, cool. Well, you got me. So... what I think about Bitcoin, actually, I'll just quickly do it before I finish. I think we can use it as a store of wealth and it will continue to gain value. If you look at it, like that's where we transfer our money back to when we take profits on a Bittrex trade. Think about that. So it's good for like trading on accounts and exchanges and that. What it's not good for is, honestly, I don't believe it's great for transferring funds peer-to-peer. It's too expensive, it takes too long. So no, not as a currency. Store of wealth. And we're going to end on that note today. Thank you again to University. It will dip again for one more time before the next big bull run. Completely agree. I put in at 38.50 or 38 because I was waiting for that dip, Universal Vibes, when it double topped at 4,400. I don't know if you saw that. But when it double topped at 4,400, I went, nah, it's going down first. And then it went down pretty quickly to like 3,800 or 38.50, and that's when I stacked in. I nailed it. So I'll wait for another dip if I'm going more BTC, but at the moment... I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm not putting any more money into the economy at the moment because I'm just like slowly building up coins just by trading a few here and there, nothing major, and just sitting on my long-term investments, and they're all looking really, really healthy. So not all of them, like just 98% of them, because I do my research. So, you know, I bought you, there's a lot of talk about Elastic, and I've bought you a pretty balanced view on that. So please make your own decisions, as you should always. And happy investing, guys. It's a really exciting market. Enjoy it. Please feel free to bring forward coins for me to research. I'm always happy to look into it. I've got a growing list, and I'm going to have to do some catch-up work. But, you know, I'll get to them one by one, and we'll just keep including them into the convo. So I'm sorry that there's now 5 of you on the convo, and I'm about to check out. But unless anyone's got any other coins that I actually know about that they want to discuss today, we'll leave it at that and say, look, stoked with Lisk, stoked with PIVX, obviously, stoked with a couple of coins we've found together, so let's keep working together. I'm, for the moment, sitting out, even though I've actually bought a little bit, I'm sitting out on advising a buy on ElasticCoin after doing my research on that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at the moment, and PiCoin I didn't like either, but I still like Vertcoin. So that's where I'm at in summary. If anyone's got any coins they'd like to suggest, let's research them together and see what we come up with. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for tuning in for the crypto discussion. And I will be back tomorrow at approximately the same time. I'm trying to get it done at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's Sydney time or Brisbane time. We're all on the east coast of Australia, and at the moment there's no difference between the two zones. So yeah, if you look up any of those time zones, I'm going to go on, try and get on at about 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. every day. I'm going to try and do an hour. I'm cutting short today because of the fight and because it's Sunday and because I've been sick. Excuses. Catch you all later. Thanks for dropping in. Fish out.